Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being with us for this episode of Inventing in America, because we love to solve America's problems. And my guest today is Mike Wood with Wood and Wood. And, he has got this really amazing gutter guard. Diverts water from pouring over the gutters where it's not supposed to pour. I've got one. I installed it myself. It was great. So, Mike, tell everybody, what is We Need Gutters?
Yeah, so good morning, Rita. My name is Mike Wood, and I own a company called Wood and Wood Sigma Gutters, and our website is weneedgutters.com. Kind of catchy, trying to keep it in front of everybody, so they don't need to remember a phone number, but they could just see that name and kind of realize it's us. So weneedgutters.com is our website. It hosts our business, my gutter business, as well as my diverter business, which is from the NoOverflow Gutter Diverter. So the diverter actually just does that. It prevents overflow from the valley of the roof, where the water kind of collects in the valley and can overwhelm the gutter system. See, the gutter system is actually, that's the weakest part of a gutter system, is in the valley, where the water can, again, kind of collects there and then overwhelms the gutter system right in this inside corner valley. So this particular diverter will collect all that water and disperse it either left or right or bi-directional. And what we could do is push the water off towards the downspout and not allowing it to back up and fill up and overflow. No overflow gutter diverter.
It's that corner that you're talking about, that valley, and then the corner hits right at my front door.
Yeah.
And so you can't go in or out when it's pouring rain, because that's where it collects. And the gutter system, you're right, they can't handle it. It doesn't matter what size they are, it's rushing down in that spot. Now with the gutter diverter, it goes down to the downspouts, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's why we love it so much. So being in the business for so long, for 30 years, just kind of came to me. It popped in my head. So we've always been thinking about this problem, how we're going to solve it. It was tire wheels, like the rubber inside the bicycle tire would be the tube.
Yeah.
We had tubes on the roof. We had wires. We had little pieces of metal. We had all sorts of stuff. But what happened was it was always collecting debris on that. So debris would get caught on there, and then you just had another problem stepped onto another problem, right? So when I was one day I was in the office and I'm just bending up some paper, and I just kind of figured out what I needed to do. I was like, wow, what an aha moment I had all by myself. And so I bent up another one and another one and another one. I was like, oh, this is really cool. So one day I went out to the shop and started bending it with actual metal, and I realized I couldn't do it. Like, it wasn't allowing me to do an ice cream. Like, I couldn't do all these bends together without one interfering with another. So I had to figure out how I was going to do that. So I actually redesigned a tool to make it work. And so that's where we're at today. Yeah.
All right. Show us.
Oh, great. Sure. Absolutely. So so this is a NoOverflow gutter diverter. It sits in the inside corner of your gutter system. Let's just look at it like you're going to look at it from the ground up. Okay, so it sits on top of the gutter and comes to the face of the gutter. And there's actually two screws that screw it down. That's it, just two screws that would be screwed down into the gutter, the lip of the gutter. So I have a gutter set up behind me, you can see. So basically it sits in here, and we pull it back to the center of the gutter, and we'll put a screw on either side. And that would hold it in place, right? So you imagine a valley. There's no roof line in my office here. So we have to imagine there's a valley of water that would be coming down. It would hit this very front edge here. And then it's slightly kind of inverted a little bit. So whatever water does actually kind of flow up and overwhelm it, it actually goes back onto itself and then gets pushed either by direction. This is actually we call the extreme diverter, right? An X diverter, we call the X, because it's bi-directional. It goes either way. Let me grab one that goes in one way or the other. 1 second. Oh my gosh, I left my shot. That's not very cool. I should have stayed right where I was. Sorry.
It's okay.
So this is actually a we would call a left. Okay, so if you're looking at it this way, see how it's kind of obscured, right? The angle is different, right? So this would sit also in the same way, but because it's got a slight curve to it, we can get the water that comes off the valley and go in the left direction, right? So if there was a downspout on the 20 feet away and there was a little gutter on the right, we don't want all this water to overwhelm that one little gutter. We want all that water to get pushed off towards the downspout and keep clearing itself out and kind of going in that direction. So, yeah, so since 2018, I've designed the product. And we kind of started having some pieces sitting around in the shop, and I really didn't do anything with it. I kept kicking it around, and wow, I went, wow, what am I doing? What am I doing? I just couldn't quite figure out what I was going to do with it. I kind of kept it for myself for a little while. I used it in a couple of places, and then I had an acquaintance, a gutter acquaintance, come to my house from North Carolina. He was an inventor of leak protection system, a micro mesh system. And I said, I have this great little thing I kind of invented, and I want you to take a look at it. So he did. And I was really excited because it was really the first person I was really showing him that had any interest in gutters, right? So, I mean, I could tell my wife and my kids anything, right? They would always follow me and watch it. But, you know, they're kind of biased, right? They're not really thinking about it. So I showed him and he was really impressed. He loved it. He just loved the way it worked. And again, I kind of kicked it around for a little while. And my wife just looked at me, Mike, do it already. Stop. Just go get it done. Like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? I should go do this. She said, yes, it's a great idea. Blah, blah, blah. So that's what I did. So then I started that journey. I started working on the patent, working on NDAs. I had it made with they were water jetting it. They were making it out of water. So they had high pressure water. They were jetting the material. It just really wasn't cost effective. So then I learned about tooling. And so it's been a journey of learning and trying to figure out what makes most sense. A lot of failing, a lot of waste, a lot of money, a lot of time. But to be honest with you, I learned so much through the process that I'm kind of taking it now to another level, right? I'm kind of thought about some more products and have some more things coming down the road. So it's been a really cool journey I'm taking. It's really awesome.
You know, a lot of the steps that you talked about are pretty common. You know, an inventor doesn't go into this thinking, oh yeah, I learned this in the 4th grade how to do this. And most of the time, and the best inventions are the ones that are done in the workplace, because you're doing the jobs and you see the problems and you see where the gaps are. So you figure, all right, I can do it better if I'm doing it this way. I can do it, you know, it'll work better if it's this way. And so those are the best inventions, are doing it exactly the way you're doing it. And you get your feet wet and you realize, okay, shouldn't have done that first. You know, oh, there are other ways to do this. And so the next time around, you're smarter, wiser, the best inventors from the past. And, you know, you move forward then with your next idea.
Yeah. It's a journey well traveled, right? And a lot of people go down the same path that I'm taking. So, so it's been really, really interesting. And then meeting other inventors and talking to people like an inventors group and stuff. It's been really interesting to see what's going on, like what's going on around me, how people are dealing with their problems and their solutions, right? Finding their solutions to what they're working on. So doing this for so long, for 30 years, I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I love helping people and making people's homes safe and protect people's homes. So it kind of always felt natural, right? It felt like I was doing the right thing, and everything kind of came together really, really well. So the best part about this product, I think, is that it works with all these gutters. It works with any size, any shape. It could be painted. It could be left alone. It's super easy. There's low maintenance. So it works with different leak protection systems as well. Some of them it doesn't work with. Most of them they do. So it's really versatile.
So where can somebody get it? Now, I installed mine myself. It was, you know, all right. So I didn't have to hire somebody to do it. I didn't even have to have my husband do it. It's like, oh my God, it's got, 2 screws in it, and you slide it in here, you screw it down, and it's like, okay, we're good. And so where can someone go and get theirs?
Yeah. So right now, we're stumbling with some e-commerce stuff. Right now we're sitting on Walmart.com. So if you want your Walmart app, you can find it under NoOverflow Gutter Diverter. We're selling it in white and in brown, and it has 3 different variations. And so there's like a left, a right. So you always look at it from the ground up, right? So if you want the water to go to your left, it's a left-hand diverter. If you want it to go to the right, it's a right-hand diverter. So we always look at it from the ground up. So Walmart.com has them. We have them also on Etsy and what else? And we're working on a couple other platforms at the moment. We're trying to figure out how we can get this out again back into actually Amazon. That's where we're having a little bit of difficulty, but we're working through it. Just like anything else.
All right. Well, that sounds great. I know I've got some places I can send you to, so I will get that done as well. I know you've got a couple of new ones coming down the road. I can't wait till we can show those off. And that we're going to be launching those at ASD Market Week coming up in March. And we'll have gutter diverters for sale there at ASD, and that will be wonderful. So we're looking forward to, getting them out there for you, Mike. It's a wonderful product. And, it's really fun for me when I was like, okay, let me try this one. And, oh, yeah, I can do it. It's easy. And every once in a while, I have to return one. And every once in a while, it's like, you need to go and order this now. And yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
So I'm excited about ASD Week. I really, really am. I've done conventions in the past for my gutter company. And I'm doing a couple conventions for the gutter industry in general, right? But to sit down in front of people that are just looking for items. I never even knew this existed, right? So they're looking for items or looking for things to sell, right? So to be able to sit down and then show this next product which is like an action product, right? So something I can actually demo and show, it's going to be incredible. I can't wait to start showing to people. I can't wait. Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. And so we're going to get you out there, introduce you to some folks and see what we can do for it. And thank you so much for being on today. We love being able to brag about our inventors and show you off. So thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thanks for having me, Rita. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much. And again, I look forward to ASD Week.
Yes, excellent. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. We will be back next week with more stories on getting products from mind to market. We will have new inventors and industry experts. So join us and have a wonderful week.